round one. England coach, done. Is mopping really that fun? And for the love of God, give the Vixens bench a run. I'm Liv Lewis. Welcome to another episode of The Backcourt. I'm taking the reins on the intro today, and I am joined by that bloke, Matt Pottier.
That was really good.
Was it really?
It was a different format, a different flow, but it was beautifully delivered, Liv.
Thank you, Matt. I was a bit nervous because I looked down the barrel and I said, I don't read the script.
You did look down the barrel, and we've got a big screen up the top there, and I could watch it without looking awkward.
Yeah, it's
I can't remember what you asked me. Did you ask me how I am?
No, I didn't even ask you a question.
Just
I
that
said,
bloke.
hey, that bloke.
No, I am that bloke.
How are you today, Matt?
How am I today? Look, I'll be honest, I'm a bit rattled because I've let myself and the team down.
Yep, you have. And I'm ready for you to take accountability publicly.
So people, at the time of recording, you were seeing a text chain, a very spicy text chain called the Backcourters, where I reminded Liv to leave early because she's been late the last couple of episodes.
Can I jump in? You reminded me at 4:40, I'm pretty sure 4:43 p.m. for a 6 o'clock record.
Right.
So an hour and 17 minutes.
Now what happened was I was going to leave around about 5. And then unlike you, I'm not an athlete. So I have a genuine job. Outside of this this very
I'm just going to let you just dig
so
your
4:43 I said, Liv, remember to account for traffic. At 4:47 you said leaving now. And then
I said leaving now, Matthew.
Yeah, leaving now, Matthew. And then at 5:18 you said 42 minutes early, hope you're happy, at Matt. And then I, at this stage, at 5:22, was not even on the freeway, or not the freeway, I wasn't even on Punt Road / Hoddle Street, and said to myself, I might be in trouble here. I'm running touch and go. And I turned up at 6:03. So look, I'd like to...
6:06, you were at the door?
6:06 we started recording.
So...
I'd like to apologise.
Yeah.
And that's accountability. No excuses. I wasn't playing golf. I wasn't training. I just got a bit distracted.
Well, I almost wish you were. I wish you had an excuse.
Why?
Because all you did, sitting around, twiddling your thumbs, going, oh, I need to tell Liv to be on time today.
Well, so that's leadership trying to
and then,
lift standards.
Nah, you know what leadership is?
What?
It's walking the talk, Matt. It's doing what you say you're going to do. It's driving.
What did you do for the 42 minutes?
I sat in my car. Yeah? I scrolled on TikTok, replied to some messages, some emails. I even brought my Kindle because I gave myself, I said, I'm leaving at this time today. I'm giving myself so much time to get to SEN, and I knew that I would be so early.
I saw Hutchie actually before, and the doors wouldn't open when I got here. They must, at 6 they must.
Oh yeah, Hutchie would have seen you turned around and just gone, nah.
No, so at 6 they must at 6 they must stop auto opening or something.
Yeah.
And the big Hutch was struggling with.
Well, I asked. I said, hey, can you lock the doors at 6? Just because Matt's not on time.
And he said, who are you?
He said, well, I don't think you can come in here.
Anyway.
We're off to a good start. No, I think it's retribution from last week. Yeah. It's a bit of tit for tat. I did kind of make the comment
we should have like a running tally of like minutes.
Minutes, late. Yes, and I'm in surplus by at least half an hour now.
Turning up early doesn't work like that.
Perfect. Anyways, we better get the show on the road. We better. I'm a little bit thrown now because usually you're the host.
Right,
you kind of lead the charge.
We can pass the baton. The baton can be passed.
Well, okay, all right. I can give this thing. I can get the driver's seat.
All right, you want to go for it? Go for it.
Yeah,
what's next on the general
shit chat? Yeah, don't worry, listeners. Also, I think we got some good feedback from the last episode, and we did say we want feedback. So we're continuing to grow, continuing to learn.
What was the good feedback?
That's where that bloke was.
That was coined. That's the good feedback.
The term was coined, that bloke, because you are just that bloke, which I get around.
Well, that's the thing though. When you're around a big star, when we get to the Lightning, maybe they can learn from me. You know, sometimes you just got to know to play your role, and being that role is a faceless man.
Yeah, ideally for everyone.
I'm an NPC.
NPC. All right, you're trying to act all cool with the kids when you're just a chopped unk. So we will get to the netball. Don't worry, it was a big weekend of netball.
Wasn't it?
I'm excited. Well,
big day of netball.
Yeah. So we'll get to it, but firstly, I think importantly, I'm gonna start the episode off very strong with a very strong take.
Yeah.
And that take is that Sunday roasts are out, Sunday steak nights are in. I don't know if steak night kind of traditionally falls on like a Friday, Saturday, but I think Sunday is a perfect way to cap off.
I think at pubs it's on a Monday.
Yeah, during the week. But I like to take my time with my steak. I like to give myself like an hour to prep kind of all the things that go along. So you would have seen on my Instagram story, obviously.
Yeah.
On Sunday night.
Why don't you just plug what you're trying to plug?
Well, I'm plugging the fact that I have been chefing it the F up lately in the kitchen. Beautiful Butcher Club steak. Shout out Butcher Club.
Yep, friends of the show.
Love those guys. Best steaks. Got the steaks on, homemade fries.
Yeah.
I went to the grocer, I got some heirloom tomatoes, bit of ricotta, olive oil, nice greens. Riles did a nice dressing for the greens. She said, "What can I help with?" I said, "Just do the dressing." Oh, don't worry, darling. Had my apron on. I said, "Don't lift a finger, my love."
Did it say kiss the cook?
Yeah, kiss the chef. So yeah, I don't know.
I thought this was okay. When I read this in the run shadow, I thought it was going to be like some sort of like segment. You're just talking about you had a steak on Sunday.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Oh, we're off to a good. We're off to a good start.
I don't have steak money at the moment. / time to cook a steak. But I would have thought like would you do it on a Friday maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, just like end of the week stuff. Are you a mustard person? I know you're a jam person.
I'm a jam, not on my steak, oddly enough. I'm not a mustard person, but I haven't really
slap some
considered
Dijon on there.
Yeah, but is it any brand? Do you need to get a nice brand of Dijon?
Yeah, let me.
Because we have the Aldi brand Dijon in the fridge.
Mustard.
I don't know if
I probably go overs with the Dijon.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Well, you want
Marley.
No.
It's a French brand, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
MAILLE. You'd know the photo.
Word.
It'll definitely be in the photo dump. But yes, that's what I. Did you just burp?
Yeah, me. I hope the mic didn't pick that up.
I think it did pick it up because I heard it.
Oh my God, that's
anyway.
mortifying.
I put mustard on mistake. All right, but yeah, look, I don't know where else this is going.
Good chat.
Do you want to cook me a steak
Well,
sometime?
speaking of you having no money.
Yeah, well, I've got it. I just need to funnel it into other areas.
Speaking of you being poor.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to send me money on Instagram.
Yeah, right, now you're missing an element here because all you've put in the run sheet is someone is trying to send me money via Instagram DMs.
What should I do?
And when we had a meeting, which you all thought, by the way, that I lived in a cardboard box. Everyone thought that was my room.
No, I knew you were at work.
Yeah, exactly. If people from work are listening.
You were also late to that meeting, just quietly.
Yeah, because it got changed.
Anyway, but, yeah.
So you just said someone's trying to send me money via Insta DMs, and I opened up and said, what's the what are they trying to purchase here?
Literally nothing.
It's
they just
scam.
let me send you cash.
Right. Are they a Nigerian prince by any chance?
No, but this is the thing, completely faceless account.
Some bloke.
Well, kind of. I'm assuming. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They've replied to really sporadically over the last 4 months my Instagram stories. First was me getting drinks with a friend. Is there hey, can I reimburse these drinks? I ignored it, obviously.
Right. So there's a fetish there.
They messaged again saying, Happy New Year, can I send you some money? And I obviously replied and said, how much? Because I'm curious, how much money you think you're going to send me? They said, let's start with $50. That's not the kind of money I'm wanting.
No, one's. But beggars can't be choosers.
That's true.
A friend of mine, when people were sending us gifts for our baby, a mate of mine from Tasmania sent a gift, and clearly his mum had picked out the gift. Because when we opened it was like baby clothes, and then we opened the card, and that's clearly at the point where he thought, "Fuck, I better put something in." And as we opened the card, $100 dropped out.
Yeah, great. And it's the classic, you open up a card from a family member and ignore the cat. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet.
$100 for the child.
Oh,
but yeah, so they're paying. So the fetish, this is clearly they're trapping you in. Have you seen the Manosphere with the Louis?
Not yet.
I haven't seen it, but obviously
yet.
that concept is that they get you, the pricks that do that stuff, get you with real base level content that sucks in people that are 15, 16, how to get a six-pack, and then end of pyramid is your real sort of dirty.
Okay. I'm struggling to see the link here.
So the link is they're going to start by offering you $50.
Sure.
Then you take it. Before you know it, funnel, you're locked up in a cage somewhere.
But how?
I don't know.
If I say leave an envelope with $50.
No, don't do that. You, if anything, just give them your BSB.
No, but they can't. No, that's the worst thing too, because they can scam you. Anyway.
How can they scam you if they're just sending you money? You can't pay for anything with just a BSB and account. Oh, debit, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm not. And to be clear, I'm not planning on at this stage getting any money from this person. Riley is strictly opposed to it. She's you
money bags over there.
Which I'm like, all right. Well, come on, have a sense.
What about if what number would Riley do it for? You reckon?
Oh.
If they said $1,000 and
$1,000. No, but I think it would.
There's some
But this is
strings
hard because if it was anything more than that, it'd be like, well, you're
Well, you got to
obviously
declare
scamming
it.
me.
Oh, and you got to declare it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. The ATO is really taking note here. Well, let's audit her.
And the ATO, listen.
Tax year.
What
But
should you do? Is that what you're asking?
what should I do? But they kind of reply funny things. Like, I think I'm almost a little entertained. You just grimace then. They replied to my story with the steak. This is kind of what led to.
Yeah.
This was
Right.
the segue.
Maybe it's Collingwood.
No.
Maybe Collingwood feel like they haven't paid you enough on your contract, and this is a back wave.
Maybe.
This is how Collingwood
but
are
they
gonna
replied
go
to my story with the steak because I had the peppercorn sauce, homemade peppercorn sauce.
So you do have condiments.
Yeah, I made a homemade peppercorn sauce, and they replied saying coffee with steak is like atrocious. Let me send cash though, or something like that. And I was
coffee.
like, yeah, and I replied. Obviously, I had to correct them. I said it's peppercorn sauce, you fool.
Yeah.
And they said like something along the lines of like, I'm an idiot. Anyways,
do they have
second part of the message
do they have
still
a handle?
replies. Yeah, it's like new since 08. But I don't know. If you're watching,
Right. Anyway,
I'm a bit nervous now.
if you are that person, you listen to the backcourt, let us know,
Yeah.
and you can send me money.
Send the show money. Sponsor the show.
Yeah, sponsor
How
the
about
show.
that? We're open to
Backcourt, brought to you
sponsors.
by New Since 08.
Absolutely. Anyways, that's enough.
Should we talk about some netball?
I was going to say, I think that's enough shit chat.
Oh, there's plenty more to come.
Well, some big news has come out in the last 24 hours, Matt.
Yeah, as of recording, Jess Thirlby,
Yeah, I'm.
the England Roses coach,
Well, ex-coach.
ex-coach, stepped down this morning, Wednesday morning.
Step down is an interest. I'm very intrigued by the narrative.
Right,
here.
I'm reading the press release.
Yes, because from all accounts, she's.
Oh, this is not my decision. I take it back. She did not step down.
Oh.
No, this is not a decision I ever read the whole thing, Matt.
Yeah.
This is not a decision I thought I'd ever have to make, but I need to turn my attention to supporting my incredible family.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is super
That's
valid.
still stepping down.
But also, I mean, her performances.
On reflection, I was mistaken.
England Rosen's performances, they got beaten by South Africa. I think everyone kind of saw that as a little bit of a failure.
On reflection, I was mistaken to not prioritise and process the loss of my father at the time of his death instead. Right. Feels like this is sort of like
been brewing
the role. No, the role appeared at a time that was inconvenient, but she thought it'd never come around again. Took the chance, and now things are catching up with her. So
potentially.
Thoughts are with Jess. Hopefully, she's processing that well. Her and her family. But yes, England are no good.
Well, realistically, Com Games is in June, July.
July, because I think
July to August. 23rd of July to 2nd of August.
August,
yeah. So really not ideal timing. England have no international games
Could
between
your
now and
friend and former mentor T-Nev just slide back into the role?
then?
She's back in the UK.
Yeah, she is back in the UK. She's in a soccer role. Hey, I don't know.
A soccer role? Where?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Look it up. Not Man U. I know that.
Tracy Neville soccer role.
Something quite high up.
Is
No,
it Stockport.
well-
where her brother owns. Yeah, it's Stockport Women. Her brother owns the.
What are you insinuating, Matt?
What?
Just a happy coincidence.
Must be nice. My sister doesn't own any
Soccer team.
unfortunately.
No, well, they've elevated the assistant, Anna Stembridge, which I didn't realise.
Who's that?
Well, she
I know what an assistant is.
was previously head
was
coach
she?
between 2011 and 2015, and she got sacked. So they've elevated a coach.
Do they only have like 4 qualified coaches in England?
Well, I don't know, but they've elevated a coach who they've gotten rid of before, which to me seems like as soon as you kind of get rid of a coach, that's like line through the name, like thanks, but no thanks. But kind of like redemption round for Anna.
We do, but Norma
Stembridge.
Plummer does that.
No, but she goes from no one gets rid of Norma.
Right, so she leaves and comes back.
I think so, and
She's
she
like a
goes
cat. She's like a cat. It just comes back whenever she's hungry.
Well, yeah, and
Hungry for work.
And Norma Plummer can do that. You know, she coached Fever for a good while.
Oh, hey, yep.
Yep.
I didn't know it, but I believe you.
There you go. So, anyways, it's pretty big news in the netball world.
Look, it's not great timing.
Less than ideal timing. It will be very interesting to see how England Roses respond.
It's all laid out there for a little T-Nev, just sort of 6 weeks sabbatical.
Well, that's what
Take
she
over
did.
the Com Games, win gold again.
Yeah, in
get
the lead
England
up.
netball
So
back.
that's the thing. Yeah, it's pretty much identical to that. However, yeah, I think the vibe I'm getting from this is that they've gone with this coach, interim coach, until after Com Games, and then they'll find someone permanently. So
I feel like they're like perpetually in a state of like they've got, you know, those memes where it's like, especially for Carlton, for example, it's like the little cycle, and like you can't get out of the cycle. And I feel like England netball are stuck in, ever since that gold medal, are stuck in sort of like new coach, bit of promise, lose to team they shouldn't lose to, sack coach, new coach, bit of promise. Like they can't really break through. But obviously they're doing bits and pieces with the Super League, which we covered last year.
They are.
So I think
they are
they're on the right
professionalised.
direction.
Yeah, and you know, netball across the globe. The more you know players that come and play in SSN, I think that helps. They go
And you
back
did
home.
your bit by like getting out of the way.
Of course. Well, you know, there's only 80 spots.
I know. So you actually thought, you know what, I'm going to open up the pathway for global netball.
Which wasn't taken up by an England netball.
But it was
maybe
there
somewhere.
if they
Yeah, I was
wanted.
going to say it was some. Well, yeah, you know.
It's a domino effect. Tara Hinchcliffe left.
It's a tough well,
and
the Silver Ferns.
Yeah.
Hypotheticals, you know, hypotheticals. Anyways, moving on. The Swifts.
Like we've done 20 minutes and we're on the third dot point here.
No.
Keep going.
Swifts have a rival mop guy.
Yeah,
so
I've just watched this.
Yeah. So Swifts mop guy Patrick, I believe his name is.
Who's an enigmatic fella.
He went a bit viral last year. So this was actually the game against us, the Mavs. And
Your former team.
it was just like he was just there. Usually the mop people are you know, little not net set goers, but young netballers who sit on the sideline and they, you know, come out and do their part. It's kind of like being a ball kid, right? For the tennis. And Patrick, this lovely man, came out, and every time he did, the crowd cheered a bit more. And then the next week they kind of made a bit more of a song and a dance.
With like he added a bit of flair to
Yes. So he seems really lovely. My problem with this whole thing was that he was coming out and mopping it was the same spot at KRA that kept, you know, wasn't quite getting mopped up well enough. And everyone was cheering him out, like, how good. But at the end of the day, I'm like, mate, the floor's not dry. You got to do your job a bit better.
And I do this when I mop at home. I use way too much water.
You think that the SSM moppers are adding water to the court?
I don't know. How often do you mop?
Mopping.
How often do you mop?
Like
no
once a month.
Oh,
Genuinely.
no one ever mops, right? So when it is my turn to mop, I don't know the right amount of water, because if Kate's shown me how I'm not really paying attention, and then often there'll be too much. But then when I'm looking around, it doesn't look wet enough.
No, you don't want it to
I
be
understand
wet.
that now, but the first couple of times I did it was really
Matt.
a real thick layer of fluid.
Which is just not words you ever want to hear put together. You know what we call that? Weaponised incompetence.
Whatever. Anyway, I think that's what Pat did. Anyway, the Firebirds have thought, let's pay some dancers to pretend they're mop people and do a dance. Now, the dance is good, but my issue is A, Firebirds probably bigger fish to fry in the old department. Administration.
and B, up a little bit.
I like the concept of levelling up, but let's move away from the mop. So you take the idea of, and Patrick made that his own, don't take the mop guy on, but level up. What else can we do?
But ultimately, this is a partnerships. All they're doing is
just they're doing it for like a.
How can we talk up Sabco a bit more?
Sabco,
Of course it is. But what other Sabco's done really well? Sabco has a monopoly on the market. What other mop brands exist in Australia?
Sabco.
Because I've got a Sabco.
We've got a red. We've got a red one. I don't know if it's Sabco.
Oh, okay.
Google's telling me navigation apps here. Oh, apps, not maps.
But I think
Moppos?
they're pretty much the official mop of
Vivida. We've got a
SSN.
Vivida.
Okay, I've never heard of Vivida. They need to get involved
It's the red one. It's the red one. It's one of those ones where you can like push it in and it like spins.
Yeah, I know exactly, and I like those ones. Anyways,
that's a fun part of mopping.
So
anyway, we've got a note to go fast.
Yeah, I was gonna we gotta move things along. This is my fault as host today. So before we get into the real nitty gritty of round one, feel like a really big thing in sport in general is the round one overreaction.
Well, it's visceral, isn't it?
Yeah, the game happens and everyone's jumping on a bandwagon or everyone's getting off like very, very early. Lots can happen in 14 rounds of netball, people.
Everyone's getting.
But I thought it would be fun for us to go through our overreactions from round one, from the weekend. Would you like to go first?
Well, I'm just laughing because you said everyone's getting off. Yeah. Do you want me to do my netball one?
Yeah. Nah,
we'll do a netball one and a footy one.
All right.
Even though people hate when we talk about it.
I was gonna, all right.
All right, my netball one is that the Lightning should fold. It's not working. Pack it up. That's it. Then half the team's international. They'd probably go better at the World Cup than they would in the Super Netball.
Potentially.
Pack it up, fold. It's not getting any better.
Strong, that is a strong
That's
take.
overreaction.
And dare I say overreaction, yes.
What about yourself?
Well, my overreaction is that, I don't even want to say it's an overreaction. I think it's just the truth. Mavs are taking it all the way, baby. Taking it all the way. Mavs have never won. No, the sample size is quite small.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's only been 3 round ones for them. They've never won round 1 before.
Who did you play in the first 2 round ones?
So round 1, 2024 was the Vixens.
Yep.
Round 1, 2025 was the Lightning. And that one, we were hoping to win that one.
Yeah.
First one was like, let's just do it. How good's this?
Yeah.
Last year it was like, no, let's win, and we didn't. This year, great win. Here we go. Everyone get aboard, choo-choo. Everyone aboard, all aboard the Mavs train.
No, I'm on it. When we get to our notes on the game, our thoughts on the game, I don't think that's as big an overreaction. They're probably not going to win it all. That's a little bit of an overreaction. Can I do my other one? Because you haven't written another one.
Yeah, you do your, you go.
It's too early for winter sports. So on Sunday, I was driving home from somewhere around Albert Park. Beautiful day. I'm driving a old car that didn't have aircon, so window down, fat arming it. I'm sweating a little bit because it's quite warm, and I was driving past the MCG that was 45,000 watching the Saints butcher it against the D's, and then the netball was on when I got home, and it's too hot outside for it to be the winter sports, I think.
Yeah.
That's less of an overreaction, more of a gripe, but I like getting my gripes in there. And it's just annoying.
It's very old man yells at cloud.
I understand why the netball was on earlier. The footy, it's on too early. I can't compute it.
Bloody round 0. Bloody opening round.
Where do they get off? Where do they get off?
Hey,
anyway.
Cha-ching.
Yeah,
Cha-ching sound bit.
Maybe the Super Netball should just have 32.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
You'd come back if there was 32 rounds.
32 rounds. Luckily, we only have round 1 to review, Matt, today, not 32. So, wanted to shout out some milestone games. We had some milestone games.
We did.
We had Palmy 100. How could you miss it?
I couldn't miss it. How come you didn't get a T-shirt? Did you get a T-shirt?
I did. I was wearing it while I was it was in my Instagram.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing to say.
No, I saw the photo. I couldn't remember if you had the T-shirt.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah.
We've got a shimmy one. I've got a shimmy 100, a Kim 100, and a Palmy 100 now.
You can get the whole set.
I got the whole set, and there'll continue to be more. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And Maddie Turner 150. Unfortunate for the Swifts. I feel like not quite the
150 is so many.
It's an awesome achievement, and this is something like I don't think we appreciate enough the milestones in netball and how much more significant they are than they appear on paper.
The cloud again.
Sure.
Other sports, what happens when you get to a significant milestone? Because let's say for context, we should probably double these because there's 14 rounds in Super Netball season plus finals. So max you can play 17. That means Maddie Turner's been pretty injury-free for a minimum a decade.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So if you were to do that in an AFL context or an NRL context or other sports.
They played minimum 20 games a season.
If you're as successful as Maddie Turner's been, you're probably closing in on higher 200s for 10 years because you're probably playing about 25 to 27 games.
Oh, easily. She'd be, pushing it to 300.
You're getting carried off. Guard of honour, teammates cheering you off. What do we do in netball? Bunch of flowers.
Put them on a T-shirt.
Mavs have actually levelled it up.
It's so true, as they do.
I fucking hate the flowers. It annoys me. God, I've come in late and I'm angry. The flowers thing just seems so.
Yeah, but at least I don't know. I like flowers. Yeah, I got a vase for my 50th game. So you would have the double. Matt's fuming over there.
We've got so many vases at home and lamps.
No, but the funniest thing is that it's just this vase that's etched with Melbourne Vic because I got it at the Vixens, and I'm very proud of my.
Did they have the breakdown of games you played?
What do you mean?
Like as in who you played them for?
Oh, no, they didn't.
Yeah,
but
that's smart.
You know what? Okay, here's a little gripe while we're on the topic because we haven't talked about enough today. I don't think that the games are counted well enough. There's not a good enough record of amount of caps that each player has had.
Right.
Because when I retired, I knew in my head that I'd played 79 SSN games. And when I say played, I mean some of them I came on for 2 minutes, and that's okay because you get the cap, okay? It counts. But then
I don't like you calling them a cap
some records.
It's a game. It's not a cap.
Yeah, it is. They're all caps.
No, it's a cap at international level.
Is it? No, because you
anyway,
say...
carry on, because we're way over time and I'm distracting.
Anyways.
Keep going. 79 games.
So, like, Mavs, like, thought I'd played, like, 70, and I'm like, no, I've definitely played 79. Because I know how many... Well, I didn't actually. I just had to do the maths from when I came to Vixens, and they were like, it looks like you played 26 Fever games. So
there's no, like, table somewhere? Someone somewhere at Super Netball House.
Yeah, but it's champ data. It's not super accurate. Anyway, so who knows? But my point being is that it's super impressive to reach 100.
It is.
Even more impressive to reach 150. We need to put respect on it.
And my point is flowers do more than flowers. It's not Mother's Day.
All right. Good take.
Yeah.
Let's move to the first game of the round, Mavs vs Giants. I was there emceeing.
Yeah, that's actually the 7th dot point for this game. You've started with it.
There was so
How'd you go?
many.
With the nerves, were the heart racing? Looked like a decent crowd there.
Yeah, it was good. I was very well, I don't even want to say supported. I feel like I was mentored and just like taken on his back. Al Lato, an absolute legend in the space. So we'll be doing the Mavs home games together this season. And there's so much that goes on with a game day experience that you just don't think about as a player. Yeah, but like, so I had to get there 2.5 hours earlier than I would get there for a real game that I was playing.
Struggled.
It was Bendigo coming from, pot calling the kettle black.
That was the joke. Yeah.
So I got there 2.5 hours early, went through a full pre-production meeting. Things are timed to the minute. I have an earpiece in, someone's telling me exactly what to say, when to say it. It's actually like, you can't really mess it up, I feel. But it was really fun.
I've messed it up before.
And also easy to do when the team that you're getting everyone up and about for is winning and playing well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great first experience. Thanks for asking, Match.
All right, on to the Swifts and Thunder.
I've written some notes because I was there.
I wrote some notes too. You haven't noticed that.
Do you want to go
all of those notes are your notes.
All right. Do you want to go tit for tat?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to say it was very round one-esque. It was a scrappy start, a few turnovers, but you'd expect that.
It was the Mavs and the Giants. Let's not fun. Let's just pump the brakes, eh?
You'd expect that from round one.
Yeah.
You'd expect that from round one.
Circle back in round 9 or whenever they play.
Exactly. Yeah, and we will. I'll just keep going because
go on. Well, the next
one's
one's yours.
Next one's my note. Jane Watson is doing the absolute most for that team. She must be the patience of a saint, I would say.
She's a mother figure for them.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. She turned over heaps of ball. I've got the stats here.
Whoa, settle down, egghead.
I've got champ data up. Who knows how accurate it is? No shade. And well, it's not loading, so we can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, why isn't it working? Okay, ignore. I don't know exactly how many games she got because champ data's not loading.
You need someone in your ear telling you what to tap.
Yeah, exactly right. Anyways, you go now.
Yeah, so I watched it live and loud. No, Matisse Leatherborough started ahead of Lucy Austin. I thought that was a bit interesting.
Well,
because they signed, Lucy was probably their marquee, Jane Watson, Whitney, St. Anne's, blah, 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 New Zealanders, etc. But everyone was very, very excited about Lucy Austin signing because she's a diamond. And we're really like, you're going to be the one. You're the next goal shooter. You would say from the outside looking in. That's how it seems. Not that Sophie Garbin's close to retiring.
I disagree.
Anyway,
not
your opinion.
We'll have.
I'm saying from the outside. I'm saying from the outside looking in.
Yes.
The fact that they were picking Lucy Austin from the Matrix or whatever it's fucking called in South Australian Premier League, Matrix and the Contacts, whatever. Them, right? I think that obviously indicates that they rate her very highly. But then, so she went to the Giants, and then Leatherborough started ahead of her.
Yeah.
And I'm a Matisse fan, huge fan of Matisse's work.
And you've always said that.
I've always said it. I thought she was never played enough last year. I got in trouble for saying that Joe Harton should move aside. But I was right. So I thought that was interesting. But the Giants, like a few other teams as we go through that had a lot of change, they were pretty, everyone's just not on the same wavelength. So the Mavs actually did quite well to be so in sync. But again, it was a scrappy game. They were the better team.
Yes.
But very, very versatile. And their defensive lineup, like from Price, Parmenter, Brown, Hinchcliffe, or whichever way you swing those two, that's pretty stacked.
Yeah,
on paper.
No, they've recruited extremely well.
That's 4 people who have played for Australia in that back end there.
Yeah, across Fast Five and Diamonds,
right. Yes. Around about the mark. And then Shimona up top. But then also Shimona went on the bench for a lot of the game, which in your time at the Mavericks, We're the bloody blue moon.
She come on, GK.
Yeah, like not allowed to leave the court. She actually had to sleep overnight.
No, it was, and not even just for the super shot time, which is probably the only time she would go to the bench. So
and she shot one herself.
She did. She got all around it.
It was all happening. So yeah, that's what that was the Shimona thing on the bench was really impressive. That they just were like, no, we're going to play small ball. Not that Riley and Unique are small, but they're smaller.
Yeah, they're not as tall as Shimona.
And Unique looks fit as a fiddle.
Well, she's such a hard worker. I love seeing her start to get her flowers, you know. And I think yeah, and you would never say that. No, and just like you said, she's not just being used for super shot time. Very clearly, Jez is going, no, you're playing well, stay on, and she just sinks them. You just know one of those players gets the ball in hand, you're like, it's going in. It's going in. But I will say on Leather Barrow ahead of Austin, it's a tried and true combo.
Yeah, I know.
So I can see it. It will be interesting.
What have they been doing for 6 months? Like, honestly, anyway. We've been given the hurry up.
Yeah.
Just quickly before we move on, Jez clearly a bit nervous on mic.
Well, I didn't see this because I didn't watch back the broadcast.
I watched the mini last night. Fuck, I've given myself away. No, I'm kidding. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows.
And he just the answers are just sort of like first time sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
And the KO thumbnail had Sasha Glasgow on it. And then Tracy, Neville and Julie Fitzgerald were still the coaches.
Yep, so great stuff.
But let's keep moving.
Keep moving. Swifts versus Lyrebird. Oh, God.
Firebirds. Right. This one, Thunderbirds kits, I liked it. I liked their heritage kit. I thought it looked cool.
Yep.
Priceline's obviously major sponsor of the Super Netball, or one of the big sponsors. It's obviously not the major. That would be Suncorp. Anyway, the Priceline LEDs look real cool with the Thunderbirds colours. Same colour, pink. I like it. That sort of stuff I notice. Maddie Turner played 150th, but there was a moment where she just yeeted it out of play defensively, and it was like she was playing. Like when I was a kid, used to play like a PlayStation game or something like that, and you'd accidentally press the wrong button, and she just was in the centre third, turned around, went to peg it back to Sarah Clare. I missed her by so much.
Yeah.
So
which almost sums up.
That's how you play the Thunderbirds, because you clearly look ahead and you're like, well, we're fucked. I might go backwards.
And I did say last week, it's a fortress. It's a difficult place to play.
Well, it's not a netball court.
AEC. It's a concert venue.
It's a bloody mosh pit.
It's crazy.
I have 2 other points here.
Yeah, you've got some good points.
So, Elmarie Vanderberg means fucking business. Did not break her game face for the entire game.
No.
And she towed them up. She was.
They
could not get near her.
I love her work. I love what she's bringing, and she is not exceptionally tall either. She's 191.
Yeah, I thought that too, which is obviously tall, but it's not like Cholo.
No, well, it's like Lucy Austin is 190 centimetres tall, just for an example. So yeah, I love that just because. I said on the last episode, a lot of times shooters who play in other leagues who come to SSN probably take a little bit to warm into it. Yes, exactly right. And she comes out, doesn't even, barely breaks a sweat, just easy, tops and net points, player of the match.
Didn't blink.
She's like, I thought
the whole game.
This shit was supposed to be hard. It's easy.
And she would delete the Castle Lagers down Hindley straight afterwards. And the only other thing I have, and this might be a bit of an overreaction, I probably could have used it then.
Yep.
Is the Swifts court mid-court, and this is coming from a person I think who tipped the Swifts to win the minor premiership, but is the Swifts mid-court good enough? I think I forgot that both Hadley and Proud aren't playing when I did that, because it feels like
Proud is playing.
I'm saying, but Proud's back.
Yes.
But obviously missed a year.
Yes.
Motherhood.
Yes.
Might take a while to get back to 138% that she goes at usually, right? But then the mid-court, I feel like they're both bookends are pretty, Wecky and Housby, Clow and O'Shannessy/Turner. The mid-court, I feel like, isn't going to be able to compete. Like the Thunderbirds, Heffernan, Horges, Williams, Wilson, they were two.
When you put them up against each other, even on paper, you look at that and you go, yeah.
So I think maybe in hindsight, the Swifts might be bottom end of the 4 because they'll be able to beat the lesser teams on their bookend talent, but when the game gets a bit sort of up and back, like against your Vixens and so on, that's where they might struggle.
What I will say, ideally you have strength in every single area of the court. I will say that if you're going to be lacking in any area of the court, the mid-court's probably the lesser of three evils.
We can't actually.
Completely. But yeah, if your bookends are good, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be okay. They obviously got exposed.
But that's what I meant. Like, that's what I mean by they might be bottom end of the 4. Again, this has been 60 minutes in netball. But they might be bottom end of the 4 on that, and then when it gets to the big dog stuff, those little 1% come in.
No, and that's great analysis, Matt. That could be some of your best
that bloke.
Netball. He's an expert now.
I've changed chairs.
Exactly right.
Changed chairs.
Sunshine Coast Lightning versus Fever. Courtney Bruce.
Whoa.
Oh no, I missed
Vixens Firebirds. Now we can run through this one pretty much.
I've thrown you. Oh yeah,
because it's copy and paste from last year. Vixens. Like, again, when I said the Giants were like a bit scrappy connections, the Vixens were a team playing their 400,000th game together and like eyes closed, know what everyone's going to do. And the Firebirds were playing their 3rd. Because they actually, like, there were bits and pieces where you like they were in front
individual
early.
Moments of brilliance.
And Callie Jackson/Jury, does she always give Garbo the wobbles?
Yeah, I think historically.
Because she had a few moments, Sophie, because we're on first name terms. And she'll love that. Not that she listens.
She doesn't.
But she had a few moments where she was like, just panic, which you've seen maybe in the Diamonds when we've played the Silver Ferns before.
Yeah.
When me, an Australian Diamond, have played the Silver Ferns before. But yeah, like their defence is like really good. So Jackson, Bakewell, and Allison.
Yep.
After that, sort of.
It is so true about the combinations. They are so important, which is why the Vixens are just so strong because they all play together at Diamonds and they all play together at domestic.
They all play junior netball together, probably.
Like, genuinely though. So, yeah, I mean, we all saw where this one was going. I thought the Firebirds competed early.
Yeah, they fell. It was like late in the 3rd last where it sort of like blew out a little bit.
Can I just say, the
coaches'
fits were diabolical.
What were they going? They were going with like.
I know there's been a bit of chat, a bit of discourse, if you will, online about the coaches' fits this weekend and how everyone's in white t-shirts.
Because Gerald/Jez/Murph just went with the white tee.
Yeah, but so did like Lightning coaches went with the white tees this week. I mean, tucked into some dress pants. Like, but
it's warm in Perth.
It is. It was warm in Bendigo.
Yeah. Anyway.
But my thing is that they're wearing merch, and I'm thinking.
What do you mean merch?
The Firebirds coaches were wearing these. I think they were. I want to say like American football-esque V-neck, oversized merch with a big 30 on the back, which I can only assume is alluding to Firebirds having their 30th anniversary. Good on them. I just think go with the polo, where you appease all the sponsors, you're representing, it's a very professional look, or wear like, you know, a bit of free dress moment, but still kind of whatever.
I hated free dress at school. It was really...
No, but with coaches, sorry, it's free dress, but it is their own uniform.
Yeah, right.
They're not rocking up in random
So you just sort of given the uniform,
I don't like coaches shouldn't be wearing merch. Is this a little bit like boomer of me? I don't know.
Maybe you're unk.
Maybe I am. Maybe this is me putting on my... Because I'm so traditional.
I get it. I think... But they've got to be new. I like that they're trying something though.
Or
because last year they had the real sort of like mature school teacher sort of like.
Yes, the blouses.
Yes, blouse. That's
the blouse. The blouse, if you will.
Maddie Gordon. I don't know whether it was the lights, but she looks sunburnt to me.
Well, it's not quite as sunny in New Zealand.
No, but Maddie slip slap. We all know how much it hurts when you're sunburnt. Yeah, she looked a bit sunburnt.
Okay, well, a bit of aloe vera, hope.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know where they're playing next week. Hopefully they're in somewhere less sunny.
The Firebirds are a watch.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the score. You think, season over.
I think we might have written them off a little bit too early, potentially. I kind of just forgot who they've got on the list. I think if they come together and they play well, the individual moments of brilliance have to work in cohesion.
Producer Dave's going to hate me because I'm taking up more time. But when we're talking about El Murray just playing like, bang, straight into it, fucking wanted it. She wanted every little bit of it. Mary Chollock, if she had half of that, Firebirds would be so much better, but she's just a bit...
They need to feed her better. I'm a Mary defender. They need to feed her. She got their only super shot and then they took her off for the super shot.
Yeah, well, what are they doing?
That's a coaching error, if you ask me.
Coach Killer. I feel like if Chollock just had a bit more grunt, a la El Murray, she'd be 100 goals a game. But let's caveat this with the fact that, yes, I am that bloke, and yes, Sorry, the bloke. And yes, I don't play Super Netball, nor have.
No.
You on the other.
I have, yeah. Okay, my last point on this before we move on.
Sorry, Dave.
People are going to complain that we're talking too much about netball now.
Yeah.
No, but
we can't win.
This is a really decent take. And this is something that I've experienced as a past Vixens player. It makes me a little bit sad that the players that are on the bench don't get involved in the timeout. So that's
they're not coming on.
That's a rule.
Well,
but like majority of time, well, I believe every single other team.
You've played at every other club.
I'm a real journey woman. Every single other team, the players on the bench come up and they help with the waters. They're still involved in the game. Yeah. They might give insight. But the Vixens, like, we know they don't use their bench. Sometimes, like, the only time they can maybe come and like get involved a little bit, they're not allowed to. Yeah. And I saw it and I just went, oh.
Maybe it's like, like when you watch old movies and of course you've been there and like, there's initiations, you've got to earn the right to like, and maybe the bench players until you're like a part of the starting set, what are you doing at the timeout?
Well,
benches over there.
No need to crowd it.
Benches over there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right, now for reals this
Dave.
time, Sunshine Coast Lightning versus Fever. Courtney Bruce redemption game.
Well,
is it a redemption game if you've already?
Is it a redemption game if you're wearing calf socks?
She's got calf issues.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like it's a bit. I don't like when it. I just don't like the. I don't like it.
Okay.
There has to be a way where you can.
Man yells at today should be called Man yells at cloud.
Yeah.
Because you're just.
Would you? I reckon if she taped it, it'd look tougher. Tape the whole calf.
With compression.
Yep.
Tape.
Yep.
But then that alludes to an injury.
Karen Berger, while I'm on noticing the New Zealanders taking to the sun, Karen Berger's hair looked lighter. Karen
Berger's hair. She definitely dyed her hair. And I'm going to say I'm not a fan of the hair. I don't like the idea of hair being... So for anyone who hasn't seen, she's got like a bob.
I can't like calf socks, but you can attack Miss
No, but this is a performance thing. She's got a bob, shorter than my hair. She's got a bob, and then she's put a little ponytail on top, which is like quite a nice, cutesy hairstyle. But my thing is that, what, does the back of your head not get sweaty and then your hair's sticking to the back of your head? Like I'm kind of like, I can't imagine playing sport with hair just hanging at the back. You know what I mean? I think to be fair, I think the same when I see AFL men's players rocking a mullet with a headband and not tying their hair up. Like I'm like, how can you
But their hair wouldn't be quite as long. It'd be quite tight.
It doesn't matter.
It wouldn't bounce.
But it's not about the bounce, it's about the sweat and sticking. Trust me, Matt, I have hair past a buzz cut.
Whoa.
I have longer hair.
You're right, but I didn't buzz.
Anyways, that's just my take. Hey, I'm sure if it helps her play well.
That length, I'm looking at myself on the TV. I look tired.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, we've done the main stuff there. Let's talk about a little bit about the game.
Important.
What did you think of the old goaling combination?
Good to see Nat Slager make an SSN debut. First and foremost, congratulations, Nat. They need a little bit more going on in goal attack, I'm going to say.
Well, people flagged this 6 months ago that they signed Donnell, and that one of Cara, Donnell, and then Gabby were going to have to play goal attack, and Gabby is most well known for coming on as a bit of a super sub.
Yeah.
And then Cara was probably going to have to do it because Donnell doesn't really do it. But then they had Tipper as an emergency.
Yep, that's true.
So maybe that's the thing, but she's obviously coming
back from injury, rehab, I think.
But yeah, I saw a few comments saying that they need Gabby Sinclair back, but Gabby's not going to play. They're not going to play Gabby Sinclair.
She's not the difference for. I don't think she's incapable of playing 60 minutes.
No, I'm sure she can, but I'm saying I don't see them benching Conan or Wallam both.
No, that's true. I agree. I think, realistically, Kara's probably going to be on goal attack, starting goal attack. I don't think...
And Kara's known for dominating the baseline, right?
Yeah.
When you're in goal attack, you're not as close to the baseline.
But she's not a stranger to playing goal attack. She played a fair chunk of goal attack in front of Steph last year. So you'd think in theory it's almost easier to play goal attack in front of a big, tall holding shooter. You don't actually have to do it.
But they've never really had a hold, because obviously she's been the goal shooter and isn't really a holder. She's more of a baseline sort of nippy sort of operator, and then she was feeding into Riley or Steph. So
their whole attack, that's such a good point.
Their whole attack
line has kind of had to shift there. And we spoke about this with Fever, is that they just wanted a carbon copy of what Janelle could provide in Romelda, so they didn't have to.
I get why they went and got Janelle because clearly they were
I 100% agree. And I think Janelle had a great game, by the way.
You don't?
I do.
Oh, you
I do.
do? Yeah.
I think she played as well as she could. I just don't think they knew how to feed her, which is crazy.
Yeah, so again, look, I get the connections bit, and obviously playing in games is very different to training, and obviously some of the players, not everyone turns up at the same time and so on, but yeah, bit of a watch this space on that one, because at the other end, Sasha Glasgow showed us what a goal attack can and should do. She took the piss.
Yeah, she had a great game. Player of the match.
What? Yeah. All right, then they're putting in time emojis in here. We can't even say that the Fever is still ruthless and that we/me may have overplayed how bad they were in round 1 and round 2 when they didn't have Janelle. Because, yeah, it turns out Romelda's still really good. Sasha's still really good. Yep. Sorry, Dave. Let's keep it moving.
Sorry, Dave, and sorry, Dan Ryan, for
Fever.
doubting you. Sorry, Fever. We'll never doubt you again. All right.
Dan listens?
That's the end of round 1. This takes us to previewing the next round, which is super exciting. We kick off with something really exciting.
Do we kick off with it?
Yeah, we kick off double header at Kudos Bank Arena.
Kudos to the New South Wales netball community for organising this.
Now, I don't know when the last time this happened was, and I wasn't even really aware of it, to be honest. I didn't know it was happening. But they're running a double header, so you buy a ticket this weekend in Sydney.
Mm-hmm. It's like Gather Round.
Kind of, I guess, or just a double header game. But you get to see Giants versus Vixens, and then you stick around and you get to see Swifts versus Mavs in prime time.
And it joins the long list of things that are better in twos. Animals on Noah's Ark, beers, hot dinners, steak dinners, cinnamon scrolls, and crushing losses to Queensland Slides, as well as to the Sligo sisters. So I didn't really do that well.
Did you make that list?
I made half of it. You had the last 2 in. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't add anything.
I own the crushing losses to Queensland Sides.
But things that come better in twos, shoes. If you have both of your feet.
Yep. Good caveat.
I'm really excited.
I heard them laugh at that. I didn't
never heard a laugh out loud from the production room.
No, yeah, double header, buy tickets.
Double header, buy tickets. I'm very excited to see both of these games. So Giants versus Vixens.
You know who'll be loving this? Pat the Mop Man. He'll be under the fucking pump to get it ready.
I think he's just.
Or is he done?
No. Well, I don't know actually. We need to figure this out. But it's a battle of Victoria versus New South Wales. It's a very
it's a battle
underage nationals vibe.
Vic Country, Vic Metro.
Giants versus Vixens, you'd think is coughing baby v hydrogen bomb.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I would honestly put money on no. Vixens will win.
Unfortunately. Swifts v Mavs. This will be an interesting game, I think.
Well, now that you think the Mavs are going to take it out.
Well, I think this is a good.
Well, if we go back to my thing about the Swifts mid-court being a bit B+, the Mavs mid-court with Price, Parmenter and Matty Hay.
Yeah.
That was another note I had, that the Mavs mid-court is just the Giants mid-court from like 3 years ago.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, maybe they could get a bit of a run on. Yeah. This is that thing in tipping where we overreact to round 1. I'm going to tip the Swifts and stick true to it, but I reckon there'll be a lot of people playing Netball Survivor that may go with the Mavs.
Well, I just hope to be honest, I hope it's a close game. I think I was anticipating some closer games in round 1, and we only got that in Lightning versus Fever, but that doesn't really count because it was just.
Well, then I've got them folding. So there's actually a bye this week.
So that's on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So if you're in Sydney, get your tickets.
Well, and then luckily the games are quite early, so you can still go out in Sydney before lockout.
Yeah, except you do have to get from Homebush to anywhere deep.
Not an issue.
Just get on the train.
Yeah.
Get on the train.
Surely there's a
pub. And then Sunday, that takes us to Sunshine Coast versus Firebirds.
Battle of the Bruce, my favourite battle.
Is it still called the Battle of the Bruce? They have to come up with a better name.
They have to.
Especially considering Courtney Bruce plays for the Lightning, because what's that saying? The winner gets to keep Courtney Bruce.
Well, maybe.
That didn't get a laugh out loud from.
No, well, but you can't.
I should just go home.
You're not going to reach that shoes come in.
Well, considering, you know what? This is almost team of champions v champion team.
You know what? I'm going the Fire Ferns. I'm putting it out there.
Where's it being played? Is it being played in Sunshine Coast or being played?
I can only assume it's in the running order as the Sunshine Coast first. Netball courts are the same size. I don't think that matters. Here's
my hot take. If it's played in Sunshine Coast will win. If it's played at Nissan Arena, Firebirds will win.
They hadn't fixed the Gold Coast, by the way.
Mic drop. I did see, I heard a goal and I thought of you, by the way. Man yelling at
Yeah, no, look, I don't know. Fire Ferns, their defence is really good, and we just said that the offence looked to be a bit of an issue for the Lightning. So maybe it could just be one of those games, 48 plays 46.
Yeah, I don't really
Anyway.
know what that means.
As in,
Thunderbirds.
like neither team will be able to score because their
Oh,
attackers
I
are
understand.
misfiring, Olivia.
Yes. The score.
You've been here too long. You've been here for 3 hours.
Genuinely. Final game of the round. Thunderbirds versus
You think the
Fever.
Lightning's winning?
Oh yeah, well,
you think the home
it all
team's
depends. Yeah, the home team will win.
winning.
Thunderbirds versus the Fever. Well, if using the same logic, if Sunshine Coast versus Firebirds is Ballabruce, this should be called the Battle of the Nullarbor.
What's the battle? What's the Melbourne Derby called? Battle of Olympic Boulevard.
Battle of Punt Road.
Anyway,
Battle of the Nullarbor.
Would be good content if we made the Fever/Thunderbirds drive the Nullarbor to each game.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds will win. They're really good.
Yeah. I think Thunderbirds will win also. I also think it's their home, which I'm not saying that away teams can't win. I'm just saying, like, when you're versing the Thunderbirds, it's really hard.
Yeah.
When you're versing the Fever, it's really hard.
Well, at the mosh pit. They're hard to beat at the mosh pit.
Those red velvet seats, baby.
Oh. And they're just individual seats. They're not even rows.
No, it's great.
Anyway, it's crazy. There you go. There's our tips.
There's our tip. So, yeah.
People listening, if you feel like we're rushing through it, it's because we are.
What would you do for Netty Survivor? What would you lock in for Netty Survivor?
If I was doing Netty Survivor, looking at that, because if I'd done it last week, I would have chosen the Vixens.
Yep.
I think you'd have to go Thunderbirds. I don't think, because you can't go back to the Vixens, I don't think, straight away. I think, and I might be wrong, I think the premise is that you can't use that team like multiple weeks in a
that's
row.
a bit tricky. I like that little twist. Yeah, I will lock in. Oh, gosh. No, I'll lock in the Mavs.
Right, so you're going the Mavs.
Yep.
So you're out. You're out of the Survivor. I'll win. I'm going the Thunderbirds.
I can't wait to clip this up and use it against you this time next week.
Hang on, there's more news. There's more netball news.
Is this breaking?
It's breaking news. Tilly McDonald just retired or something. Last game this week.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun. Thanks for the notes there, producer Dave.
Well, hey, have a career, Tilly McDonald. Tilly McDonald and I entered SSN in the same year.
How many games did she play?
I actually don't know. I reckon.
Does that mean I'm?
And there's no way of knowing.
Does that mean my position as the bloke on the podcast? I'll be made redundant, and it'll be the backcourt hosted by two.
She's
at similar times.
She's funny. She's a good shout.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Oh,
Tilly.
so that means she won't replace me because I'm the.
So you know what I assume this means is that Jodie Ward will be returning imminently.
Quick.
From ACL?
Yeah.
Nah, it was full year, so she didn't play last season.
Yeah, I know that. She played early though. She did it early.
Wait, did she play? Did she do it?
Played opening 2 rounds. She took the piss early.
I don't remember. I was playing. I should know this.
Yeah, wow. Shocked.
Phooey. Congratulations, Tilly. That's just some breaking news. We had to add in.
Oh, she is returning this week too.
Yes, so Jodie Ward back in round 3, ? But congratulations on a fabulous career.
Well done, Tilly.
Ending on her own terms and
smart, funny.
Yeah, she'll go work a law job as she should.
A law job, that's what they call them. What do you do for work? Law job.
Yeah. I do.
Kim Kardashian tried to get a law job.
Yeah, but she's not as smart as Tilly McDonald.
You don't do a microphone job.
That takes us to my new award.
Did we get a trophy?
We got 0 feedback from on the socials, so I'm a bit nervous because I'm calling it Battler of the Week, and I just want to reiterate, this is in the least condescending and derogatory way possible. This is a good thing if you're a battler.
Dave reckons we had some suggestions. Well, you didn't pass them on to us, Dave.
Thanks so much to our social media team for stitching me up live on the mic. Okay, so the suggestions don't matter. I picked my
No, don't let people behind the curtain. Well, they won't send any more suggestions.
Oh, no, keep sending suggestions. I want the feedback.
This week we did.
Okay, so my Battler of the Week this week goes to, and we've talked about the Vixens bench, goes to Zara Walters. So Zara Walters has, congratulations, Zara. Come and collect your prize. Feel free to make us accept
her head will pop up
via
here.
social media. This week, Zara, she had 20 minutes of court time against the Firebirds.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know, which is a lot for a Vixens.
It's more than a whole quarter.
7 player. But I think she's someone who, she's just been an impact player for the last few years. I think there's been a lot of whispers that, like, if she was at literally any other club, she would be a starting 7th player.
That's a new segment.
The whispers of netball. Yeah. So I wanted to give it to Zara this week because she came on, impacted well, as she always does. She's very consistent with that. I think she's great at netball, and I wanted to give it to someone from a winning team this week. We're being completely honest because I want it to be a positive thing, but as I'm reiterating, anyone can get. The purpose of this award is to recognise the people that don't usually get the recognition.
I think hard edit, now come back in, Zara Walters, battler. That's it. That's all we had to take from that segment.
You're like going to cut up like
Yeah, I'm going to, yes, ma'am.
Congratulations,
well done, Zara.
Yeah.
First trophy of the year for Zara.
Yeah.
Back to back. Her last game, she won a medal. First game back.
So true.
Won another medal.
So only, and Kate Maloney got player of the match. So like they're the only two real
real winners.
Successful Vixens from round one. Okay, moving on to finally.
We need to actually get a medal and then we can send it to the clubs and they can present it.
Or
you could, because you've got nothing on during the day.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I can just drive to Parkville.
Anyway.
Gripes of the week. To
My
close this
favourite
off,
segment.
Go hard. Well,
It's an ongoing
add
segment.
it to the list.
It's an ongoing segment. Do you want to go first? Because yours is wordy.
Yeah, I will. All right, I've actually got two. Is this...
Whoa.
I know.
I've got two as well.
This one.
So
Yeah,
go.
exactly right. Should we go tit for tat?
Sorry, Dave.
No, I'll do both of mine. All right, my first gripe is captures for getting in. So I can never get them right the first time.
Is that the one where you have to like click on the traffic lights? Oh, no,
those ones I'm okay at. The pictures I'm okay at. It's
yeah.
the wobbly letters. But in investigating, and this is a little fun fact for the listeners, CAPTCHA is an anagram?
Yep.
It stands for...
Anagram? Acronym.
Acronym, apologies. It stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to Tell Computers and Humans Apart.
Do you know what Turing?
Alan Turing. I know. It's
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I
Keira
know.
Knightley.
The Imitation Game. Great movie.
An asexual man. Not asexual.
Homosexual.
I thought he was asexual for a bit.
I don't know, Matt.
Oh, sorry, I derailed
He got chemically castrated. It's a really sad story. So I'm glad that he lives on in captures, which is my gripe this week. My second gripe.
So your first gripe is that you're not good at something.
No, my first gripe is that they're too hard.
yeah, right, go on.
And I'm not a computer.
Right.
My second gripe is people who are using apostrophes for things that
Oh,
are plural.
yeah, fuck.
Apostrophes indicate ownership. Do I need to say it? It's, and you know what is
Or the replacement of a letter.
Sure. It's been rampant, but specifically for things that should be plurals. It's been rampant for people who have been going to weddings and they'll say, best day celebrating the Smiths, and it's with an apostrophe. No, that's the Smiths.
Who does Smithy own?
If it's the Joneses.
Yeah, you put the apostrophe after.
No, you don't. No,
but if they own something, you do.
Yes, but Joneses plural is
Jones.
ES. Jones.
I thought it was like sheep.
No, and you go into my gripe. You don't know. So that's my gripe. Stop using plurals. Use plurals. If there's more than one of something, use the plural. Stop using apostrophes for things that indicate a plural. Just put an S at the end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I always used to get in trouble with just too many commas. So it's a similar thing.
Yeah, just taking lots of short breaths.
Yeah, well, I do.
All right, give us your gripes, Matt. Close us off strong.
Should be a word limit on LinkedIn. Every other social media app, well, not every other, X, formerly known as Twitter, have caption limits. LinkedIn needs one. I've been on LinkedIn a bit more as I'm getting older because I'm old and I have a career.
This is Unk.
Right? And people just fucking write bullshit after bullshit and it goes forever. Shorten them. No one cares.
Short and sharp, concise.
Hopefully no one from work listens to this. And then the second one, this is a bit of a personal gripe. We had friends over last night. We have a small apartment, 2 bedder, 1 bathroom. I really needed to poo. But we had friends over, so you can't you can go pee.
Yeah.
Right. That's socially acceptable. But I feel like if I'd gone and taken a poo, it would have been quite noticeable. And also it's a small apartment, so they probably would have got a real experience.
They probably heard you.
No, but I didn't go. But my gripe was that people were over, so I couldn't use the toilet.
You know what my very hot take is?
Go on.
You know what I would say?
Yeah.
I would stand up at the table.
I'd say, I need to
I would clink my glass. I'd say, excuse me, everyone, excuse me. I'm just going to go take a shit.
Yeah, nice.
I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
But it's like, you don't understand how close, our apartment's quite small. We're not on the big money like you as an athlete.
No,
so
you're as a female athlete.
Yeah, exactly. So, Anyway, that's not really a gripe. But if people are coming over to my house, can you please just check if I've gone to the toilet recently?
Maybe you should just... Someone's knocking at the door and you're like, all right, where's the second? I just need to do my
Say the door. Dave's about to type, hurry the fuck up.
What a great way to finish the episode, Matt. I think that next week you can run the show.
I thought you were good.
It dragged on a little bit too much.
I enjoyed reacting.
We needed some of the the lassos.
We need, I think that's the agenda setter's desk over there. I think we need Dave sitting behind it, wrapping us up.
Thanks for listening, and Matt, thanks for joining me.
Hey, anytime.
And we'll be in your ears next week.
Woo.
Ta-ta.